Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group, Masters. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your time, space, and energy with each other. So, before we head on to our wisdom and today's meditation, let us first give our gratitude to all the Masters and the Divine Beings, and then we are going to get started. So, I request you all to join your hands and let us give our gratitude for all the resources, all the blessings, good wishes that we get from the Masters, the protection, support in all our endeavors, and also guidance. We are really grateful to all the divine beings, to all the Masters, to all the Masters of the light, supreme consciousness, Masters who are from the Most High, associated with Most High from the astral realm, spiritual realm, angelic realm, Masters who are connected with the ascended world, the Siddhas, the Gurus, teachers, healers, mentors, the Param Guru Mandali Masters, Saptrishi Mandal Masters, our great grandmaster Pitama Brahmrishi Patriji, Mahavtar Babaji, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, constellations, our divine feminine and masculine energies. We are really grateful to each and everyone. We are really grateful to all our ancestors, our guardian angels, protectors, and healers. We are really grateful to each and every one of them. Thank you for blessing us, for supporting us in all our endeavors. We are really grateful for all that you do for us. Keep us in your blessings and grace, Masters. Also, we request you and pray to you to help us connect with your consciousness, with the divine wisdom and knowledge that you got. May we also get the same. And also help us align with the soul plan, purpose, and also align us with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnations. Thank you so much, Masters, and keep us on the right path. Guide us on the right path and help us follow the truth. Thank you so much to all the meditators. Thank you to all the masters. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing your time, space, and energy with each other, masters. It's really, really commendable, and I'm really grateful for all of you here present, and for all those people who will be listening to the recording. So do like, subscribe, and share the videos as much as you can. That way, you're also associating yourself with the divine work. So, Masters, today we are on to the day one of Navratri, which is also known as Devi Shailputri Day. So, the goddess associated with this Devi Shailputri, which is also a form of Sati, and or you can also say it's a form of Durga, the first form. So, the form that she took at this time, basically, it's said as that she took birth in the family of Himalaya, and Lord Himalaya is the father of goddess Shailputri. I was saying Sati. So anyhow, I'm so sorry. So goddess Shailputri was born uh, to Himalaya Lord, and she was also known Shailputri because the name Shailputri denotes the figure of that mountain, the form of mountain. It is also, when you actually break down the word Shail, basically Shailputri, meaning Shail is the form of a stone or mountain. Both of them are right. And then Putri is basically daughter. So that's why it's called, she was called Shailputri. Now, when we talk about her, she is actually on a white ox, and when she's sitting on the ox, on her right hand is the trident that is called Trishul. On the left hand, it's lotus flower, and both of them are basically helping us denote that she has the power of the Trinity, uh, which is from Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Vishnu. So she has all the powers, all the divine powers. And wherever Trinity exists, it's always basically the creation is happening, the destruction, and also how to take care of stuff. So all these energies, abilities are there present with goddess Durga, Shailputri. And also the lotus, when we talk about lotus in the left hand, it's denoted by consciousness. So meaning that as we talk about our chakras are also denoted by the lotus flower. So meaning that the supreme consciousness also resides in her hands, and she's also helping us all these things with these abilities with divine love. and the divine powers are always associated with the goddess. It's also said that she was the only thing that existed before this universe, multiverse took place. Before that, so she gave energy to all the beings. Before that, it was there was nothing, but in this nothing is everything that is called creation, and she has the powers of the creation within her. So, masters, as you all know, when we talk about Devi Shailputri, whoever actually venerates Lord Moon, that also are they are those people are also under the influence of Goddess Durga. Basically, that if you pray to if you pray to Goddess Shailputri, if you pray to Goddess Durga, you are also take like all the side effects of moon are also taken away from you. So and you're also bestowed with beauty, and you're also able to understand emotions, and you are blessed with divine powers. Goddess Shailputri also helps you with foundation in your life, the basic foundation. So whenever we talk about mountains, how the mountains are, they are so stable, steady, and so huge, right? So that is how your root chakra should be, or the basis of your life should be very strong, meaning the materialistic world that you are associated with, the physical world that you live in, both of these are associated with the root chakra, or you can say it should be very balanced, steady, and grounded. So your life should be as such, where you are totally under the influence of Goddess Durga with good foundation. When you venerate her, or when you think about her, pray to her, you are blessed with the materialistic life. You are also blessed with, meaning money, great wealth, abundance, and also you are blessed with a lot of the abilities in your physical life when the root chakra is balanced, right? So in this physical world, when you are living, you really need to balance the root chakra, meaning once you start activating your root chakra, this is the first chakra from the major chakras, which is very difficult to activate. So and when you talk about root chakra, the Lord and God associated with is the Kundalini Ma, and also Lord Ganesha. So when you venerate these two as well, or pray to them, they actually help you activating the root chakra. And not only that, Mother Earth is also associated with root chakra. So your foundation should be very balanced, very grounded. So whenever you go to whenever you start working on your higher chakras, your lower chakra should be activated before that, so that you can have a firm foundation, and you can also work spiritually and into the higher dimensions. If your foundation is very strong, definitely the other worldly things will also be very strong with you. So be in balance, masters. That's what is always said. So before I go ahead now into meditation, if anyone has anything to share, speak, or say, or anything that you want to ask, you can ask. And also one more thing, Goddess Shailputri is associated with gray color on this first day, but she likes the flower jasmine. And um, I think, yeah, oh, all done, master. So anyhow, but thank you for hearing me out and hearing about Goddess Shailputri today. So any questions, anything before we head on to meditation today, masters? So there will be nothing much today more than meditating. If anyone has anything that you want to share about Goddess, or if you want to ask, go ahead, masters. Uh, we can have 2 minutes of, and anyone new, if they don't know, I see Nishant Vasudev ji, who is new. So I hope you know about how we meditate. But yes, if you don't know, let me know, and how like, have you done meditating earlier or not? Let me know. Yes, Abhimanyu ji. Namaskar. And yeah, go ahead, Abhimanyu ji. Pranam. Oh, let me unmute you. Sorry. Yes.
So when I was listening, there were some connecting dots which were coming in the mind on the spot. One was like when we talk about succession of life also.
Yes.
It starts with you know, the lichens which were on bare rocks.
Yes.
They were the very first who
Yes.
started life.
Yes.
And the gray color which associates is with the rock and
Rock.
also with the name Shell.
Yes. Beautiful.
And
Wonderful thought process, I would say, and wonderful. So, see what happened, just what happened. It just made you realize about the root chakra and how that Mother Earth forms are there associated with root chakra. So, because when you say lichens, if you all know, there's an Indian spice called as Pathar Chata,
yes,
right? So, was it the same thing? Is it called the same thing? Pathar Chata, Pathar Phool?
no, that's a
Kind of.
different. That's also related. That's a plant.
That's different. Yeah. Okay.
So thing is that when life starts on Earth, say, or any planet, so it starts from there.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about what we read and now how it is correlating to the things is that on the very first rocks
Mhm.
and everywhere, bare rocks, in fact, I'll say, the
There.
life starts. So
Yes.
maybe, I mean, I may be able to connect on the coming days on the evolution of life, that it started from there. Tomorrow, maybe a higher self, you'll be talking about that, then next level of it, then next level of it.
Yes. So
It,
what
it
happens
comes as
is,
primordial source.
yes, from the primordial source. We will talk about it on the fourth day, that is called Devi Kushmanda's day. So when Devi Kushmanda actually gave energy to all the life forms, but first she gave it to the sun because sun was there, the light was there, but there was no source of energy there. So she gave energy to sun, and then so that is the primordial source. So she is the primordial source. That's what they say. So in many other Puranas, I think they have written that Shiva is so and Brahma is so and so, the creator, destructor, and the taken the caretaker of all the beings, Vishnu. But the point is, the master that gave energy to everything, and the master who gave life to everything was the primordial source. That's called Shakti, energy, and that is where we say Adi Shakti. We say that name as well, right? Adi Shakti. So, but yeah, one more thing that comes to me at this time is that whenever we associate Navratri, we also associate this with the chakras, the seven major chakras. Definitely, there are 114 chakras, and all are connected with our brain, with the parasympathetic nerves and the sympathetic nerves. But here, when we talk about root chakra, so whenever a person is in root chakra, meaning that person is in that infant soul level. So every soul who comes on planet Earth, they have to take certain births. So as you all know, we have to take 350 to 475 births, and these are some incarnations that we all must have taken. So we all came from um, mineral kingdom as crystal stones, the first forms, and then we went on to the second kingdom after taking so many births in the mineral kingdom in all its forms, basically stone, crystals, rocks, many other kinds of things. And then we all went on to plant kingdom. We also again took lot many forms. Then we and plant of every kind, I would say, small, big, thick, thin, tall, small, whatever. And then we came on to animal kingdom. And again, when you talk about animal in all its forms. It can be amphibians, reptilians, right? It can be aquatic animals, land forms, all the land animals. So again, we took form in all these forms in the animal kingdom also. And then we came on to human kingdom. So when we come on to human kingdom, first chakra that is there present there is the root chakra. So the first incarnation might be with the root chakra until we learn that lesson of root chakra, meaning grounding ourselves and taking care of ourselves. But first, at that time, we are just lying down, sleeping, eating, just like the baby itself, how the baby is. So, whenever we are at the start point of a certain life form, we are at that baby level, and then we go on to the higher level. So, now when we are talking about our human lives, we are also now we must have, like for me, you, or anybody else who are able to understand this form of consciousness, we are also understanding that we have incarnated earlier. Just imagine why we are humans, because we have already taken so many life forms earlier. Now, even in the human form, we have taken so many births. That is why we are able to understand these high concepts. Because for people who are new, it is very difficult, but still, they will get there. Every now and then, whoever is coming into this meditation world, a spiritual world, or reading about this, anything philosophy, spiritualism, they will get to know about all of this, and they will come here at this time that we are we are souls, and we have incarnated earlier also. So, masters, this is from my side, and Abhimanyu ji, thank you so much for bringing this up, because it actually helps us in thinking more about, yes, so not only this, but there must be many other things that we have to still learn, I would say. And with every other, when we talk about lotus flower, when it is associated with our root chakra, so there are 4 petals in the root chakra. So two, it basically says the 4 petals. Among them, the 2 are with the Ida and Pingla Nadi, and the 2 below petals are with it goes down into your feet, into your both of your legs. So that is how the 4 petals are associated with the nerves, veins, and also consciousness. So thank you, Abhimanyu ji. Thank you so much. So, and Nishant ji, where are you from? If you can unmute yourself and let me know.
Yeah, I'm in Apex.
Pardon?
Apex, US, Raleigh.
Oh, Raleigh, Raleigh. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope you are you totally new? Do you meditate?
Yeah, I do that. I do Sudarshan Kriya also. I do other techniques also. Yeah.
Okay. So Sri Ravi Shankar ji is Kriya, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you learned Anapansati meditation, Nishant ji?
No, I
No.
just saw that Navratri post, so I just joined for that.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you all know, because Nishant ji is new, so welcome Nishant ji to our Light and Soul meditation group. We will be doing Anapansati meditation also, along with the Devi, meditation as well. Little bit, not much, but more of that is Anapansati. So in Anapansati, what we do is we sit cross-legged like this with our feet crossed, or if you cannot sit down on the floor on a mat, you can always sit on a sofa, chair, and then you can cross your ankles like this. Your ankles should be crossed, and then your hands should be clasped, fingers into fingers, and then we have to close our eyes. And then breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe in, breathe out, concentrate more on your breath rather than concentrating on your thoughts. Well, you have done Sudarshan Kriya, so you also know that. It's very easy, very similar, nothing special, more special. But yeah, once you start doing Anapansati meditation, the first stage that comes to you is where you are actually healing your body. First, basically, you are going into Kayanapasana. The first is breath, coming in, going out, inhaling and exhaling. Second is Kayanapasana, and third is your Vipassana stage, where you start observing everything and not judging anything, not being critical about anything. And then again, later stages that comes is that you have to release that duality and then go within. You become one with everything. But before that, you also go into detachment, which will happen at a later stage. But first, if you are into, so for how long have you been meditating, Nishanji? How many years till now?
2 years.
4 years, okay.
2 years. Like I
Okay.
practiced like almost 15 years back, but I've been consistent. But last 2 years been consistent.
Okay, wonderful. So let's begin then, everyone. Thank you, Nishanji. So take your positions, everyone. I'm going to play some music little later. So, but first, I'm going to guide you all to steady your body, steady your mind, and inhale deeply, exhale slowly outside, and then start concentrating on either your third eye chakra or your heart chakra, or if you feel you want to concentrate on at this level, the higher mind, the frontal lobe over your forehead, basically, so that this place also can help you go into deeper meditation. So, but whichever makes you comfortable. So there's no force whatsoever. It's just go with the flow, breathe in, breathe out. There might be many thoughts coming into your mind at this time, but the more deeply you inhale and the more slowly you exhale, the amount of time that you take to inhale and the amount of time you take to exhale, both of them should be similar. Basically, make a rhythm of your in breath and out breath, and you will see the difference. So let's begin, masters. Take your position, sit cross legged. And if you want to sit on bed or sofa, that's your call. Just try to be comfortable and relaxed as much as you can. When you inhale deeply and exhale slowly, go deep within yourself. And slowly breathe out. The point is to first relax your body. So let us first bring our mind to rest and just breathe in. And follow your breath into each and every part of your body from head to toe. Once you have relaxed your body, we are going to ground our body, our energies into Mother Earth. So whatever I'm guiding, just hear me out and follow the guide and do whatever I am saying at this time. So go slow and steady. There is no rush, no competition with anyone. So just relax yourself. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your mind, your brain, your facial expressions, your facial region into focus. So breathe into it through your nostril. As you are inhaling, feel that your breath is entering your nostril and going into your forehead, into your eyes, ears, your facial expression. It's making you feel peaceful and calm. As you're inhaling into your backside of your brain, on the top part of your crown. You're inhaling into your pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus behind your eyes, within your brain. So inhale deeply and feel this blissful experience of your breath. As you inhale, start relaxing, start feeling relaxed one by one. Now breathe in and bring your shoulders, your neck, your throat into focus. Breathe in, masters, and breathe in into your hands. Let the breath energy that you breathe in, let it flow into your hands, your arms, your palms, and your fingers. And feel the vibrations of every breath that you inhale. Feeling is the key, masters. At this time, before we leave the body consciousness, as you are inhaling, let your body feel breath energy. Let it relax. Let it become comfortable so that we can become more peaceful, contented, and feel serene energies. as you are inhaling. Now bring your spine, your upper back, middle back into focus, and your lower back, where your Kundalini Shakti is lying down. Your life force energy in the form of breath enters your nostril, and now bring it into your spine. Imagine you are inhaling breath from your tailbone and let it come up towards your crown. So inhale deeply and let this energy rise up into your crown. So take slow and deep, steady breaths. And as you release this energy that you feel unsupported. If there is any pain, trauma, you're releasing that out through your breath. Your spine is your support. Your upper back, middle back, lower back helps you keep your body erect, straight. You have always been given this divine support in the form of your spinal column, where your cerebrospinal fluid flows from root chakra to the crown chakra, helping each and every energy center and through them the energy meridians. So inhale deeply and exhale slowly, softly, taking the same amount of time you took for inhalation. Use the same amount of time to exhale, release and relax. Imagine this life force flowing through all your energy meridians from your chakras, from the root to your crown and into all your energy meridians, helping all your body, system, organs, and cells, helping each and every nerve, making you feel energetic, recharged, and rejuvenated. The energy that we have within us is the Shakti, is the Creator's energy that we are all bestowed with, this divine energy. Never forget that you are a powerful soul, going through a human experience, having a human incarnation at this time, with a certain personality and identity. As you inhale, bring this life force energy into your heart, your lungs, into your abdomen, and your reproductive region. Going into the lower abdomen, breathe in and feel the energies recharging, increasing, and making you feel relaxed, comfortable, and peaceful. Breathe in fully with your lungs. Let this energy go into your heart helping your heart and mind become one and working together. Again, as you breathe in, inhale into your abdomen, into your lungs, into your heart, and then again, connect your heart and your mind and become one with everything, with every incoming breath. And as you release, you become more relaxed, more confident, and more peaceful. Now bring your lower half part of the body into focus, masters. Breathe in into your hips, thighs, knees, and go down into your calf muscles, ankles, heels, and the soles of your feet and toes. So inhale, and as you exhale, feel the flow of life force entering your bones, your bone marrow, your nerves, veins, and all the lower half part of the body. Feel the vibrations in your soles of your feet and toes at this time. Again, inhale, and now imagine your root chakra growing a cord, a golden cord from your root going down into Mother Earth. So wherever you are sitting, from your root chakra, that is the tailbone part, imagine a golden cord protruding outwards, going down into Mother Earth, wherever you're sitting. If you're sitting in an apartment complex, wherever you are, imagine that golden cord reaching to Mother Earth, to the central core, and grounding your energies, connecting you to Mother Earth. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, ground the energy through your roots, through the cord, and connect. Feel supported, connected, and grounded. As you exhale, imagine you are connecting with Mother Earth and you're grounding your energies, connecting through roots and becoming more steady, stable, and grounded. Now bring your focus slowly and steadily onto your heart chakra, between your sternum, where your heart resides. In the center of your rib cage is where you can find your heart chakra. On the back side and on the front side, that is where your heart chakra is, below your thymus gland. And now, if you feel you don't want to concentrate there, you can bring your focus between your two eyebrows, where your third eye chakra resides. or onto your higher mind, above your forehead, where your hairline starts. So any of the three places. Or if you want to concentrate on your navel, where you have your solar plexus chakra, 3 fingers above it. So concentrate on any one of the chakra and inhale deeply, exhale softly, and keep your eyes focused at one focal point wherever you want, masters. The more steady your body is and more steady your focus is, you will go into deeper meditation. So whenever you are ready, slowly and steadily let go of your identity, your name, fame, losses, gain, and let go of your trauma, anything that you associate your physical identity with. At this time, just for this while, during meditation, let go of your physical attachments in the form of relationships, responsibilities, things that you love. Now bring your focus back to yourself and bring in this loving energy of life force. Inhale deeply and exhale softly. And now concentrate. And go deeper and deeper with each and every breath, masters. As you go deeper and deeper, your energies rise up, your consciousness increases. As you go within, you start associating yourself with the higher dimensions. The more deeper you go, more higher your understanding becomes. At this time, let go of any logical, analytical reasoning. Just go within, go deeper, more deeper with each and every breath, and explore the depth of every breath and also the depth of every exhale, and start becoming one and let go of anything that makes you judge or criticize. With the grounding energies of Ma Shailputri, or goddess Shailputri or Durga. We are always detached from the worldly Maya, illusions, or this matrix that we live in. We become more clear and we know how to and when to make decisions, what actions we have to take. when we associate ourselves with the grounding energies, all the challenges from this physical world fall away easily. We move forward and higher with ease and divine blessings. When your foundation is strong, all the higher up chakras become strong. You are always taken care of when you walk the path of truth, honesty, and goodness. When you are strong, when you are steady, you can and you should help others as well around you so that you can uplift everyone together as a team, make the universal fabric more vibrant, more strong, and unconditionally loving, where peace and happiness resides, not only in your life, but others too. Goddess Mahakali, Goddess Shailputri, or Goddess Durga, whatever name you want to take. It's all Adi Shakti, Devi Bhagavati. She's coming into presence and showing and telling me to tell you all to become pure of your mind. Not only become pure in your mind, but also become pure bodily, physically. Taking care of your body, eating healthy, taking proper care, and following hygiene. Whenever you connect with positive energy, be mindful of how you are. Not only that, but also clearing your mind, your emotions. Positive emotions are helpful, but when you connect yourself with lower vibrational energies, or people, or addictions, you tend to have lower vibrational thoughts, lower vibrational mindset and perspective. You judge more, criticize more, you become more argumentative. Whenever you connect with higher vibrational energies, they are highly positive and more loving. Freedom resides in the positivity, and higher vibrational energy helps you excel forward. It helps you make peace in your life, in your relationships, and even it helps your career. That is the message from Goddess Adi Shakti. He's also saying that when you love your own self, you become more pure, you become more contented and peaceful, and you can share this energy with everyone. But first, take care of yourself. That is the base of her energy, where love, compassion, kindness resides. Because she is a mother, she is the provider of this energy. Never misuse this form, never misuse her energy. At this time, when you are connecting, as you are going deep within, you can call on to Mother Adi Shakti and to this goddess power. Just simply put, Dear Mother Adi Shakti, reveal to me the messages that you want to give and let the message flow. Don't use your logical mind. Don't be analytical about anything. Just let the words, message come through, or let the visions come through. She's a timeless being. She's associated, and she's also the spouse of Shiva, as they say. Mata Mahakali, not associated with anyone. She in itself is Shakti Sarupa, the energy, provider, creator. She holds immense power of all the three trinities. And she tells us that she resides within us. So never ever imagine that you are not powerful. You are immensely powerful. This power resides within you and in all your chakras, in your Kundalini Shakti. My dear masters, now very slowly and steadily, let us all come back into our body's consciousness. Slowly take your time as you are returning from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. As you come down, remember to bless your heart, to feel this unconditional loving energy as you breathe in, and feel worthy of each and every breath. Also feel worthy of every good thing. Feel worthy of love, support, and kindness. Remember that we are always at the right place at the right time. There are no coincidences. Remember that you are associated with Mother Adi Shakti, Mother Earth, Father Universe. They are always guiding you. Everything guides you. Are you open to receiving these messages? Today was the first day of Navratri, belonging to Goddess Shailputri. And as we understand her energies, she's telling us that with this physical world, she's always there, making her presence known just like the mountain, the shell. So ground your energies to excel forward with a stronger force that she gives to all of us, guiding us and helping us to go on the right path. Whenever you feel that you are misguided, confused, or you have lost your path, call on to her, invoke her presence, and ask from the Mother itself, Mother Adi Shakti, Goddess Shailputri, and she will guide you. And remember that you are not alone. When you are grounded, you are always abundant, prosperous, and connected to all her beings. She is always supporting you and taking care of you. So, my dear masters, very slowly, keep your spine erect. Come back into your body's consciousness. Keep your neck and head straight. And now, very slowly, feel your body from head to toe. Come back into your senses. Come back into this physical world where you are related to so and so or to anyone with things, people, places, situations. Come back into your identity, your responsibility. And now slowly feel your hands, your fingers, your toes, your feet. And now unclasp your hands and fingers, masters. Keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. Take a deep in breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And now very slowly, whenever you feel comfortable and ready, you can open your eyes beneath your palms, masters, and give gratitude and thanks to all the fellow participants, members, and to Mother Earth, and to Divine Adi Shakti. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you. Any experiences, if anyone has? Not to rub too much, Abhimanyu ji, I'm seeing you, so don't rub too much. That actually removes that energy, okay? Because you got that energy, so try not to rub too much. Anyhow, Any questions or any experiences if you want to share? My experience had been with Mother Earth. I saw her. Mother Mahakali came. I saw her presence, and she gave us this message to keep your mind and your physical body pure, meaning take proper hygiene, proper care. Once your emotions are clear, and letting go of the lower vibrational negative thought process will also help your mind, your thoughts, which will give you mental peace, clarity, and positivity. So that was the message that the Divine Mother gave. And if anyone has any message, do let me know. It was really great today. Wonderful. Because, see, Masters, I know for people from India, they might be, not they might, they are in the second day of Navaratri. For us, it is just the first day still going on, continuing. Okay. So that's why for here, it's the first day of Navaratri. Okay. So anyone has any message, any sharing that you want to do? Abhimanyu ji, Sonal ji, Nishan ji, Sheelam ji, Neha ji, Sarita ji, Dimple ji, Sheelam ji, Sonal ji, or Anshuman ji. Anybody? Anyone has any questions or any sharing? Would love to hear. Yes, Abhimanyu ji.
Just wanted to thank everyone. It seems like a disciplined life after joining you.
Oh, is
When
it?
we sleep, also we meditate. When we wake up, also we start our day with meditation. Just see, sometimes we try it on our own also. But when it comes to the group, we feel like, okay, if we were not even doing it, let's do it. Let's do it. It's like pushing ourselves on everyday basis.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May this group grow and glow every Navratri. It
Thank
will
you.
like
Thank you
say
so much.
thousands of people will come
Thank you,
and
thank you.
then
Yes, there had been people and there had been many people earlier. But as you know, we should not be counting numbers. But the point is, yes, there had been many people. They do come from time to time. When I see people liking the recordings, I understand, yes. And sometimes the life becomes difficult. We cannot. Thank you so much, Anishanji. So it's taking care of the family, food, studies of children, everything. It takes a toll on not only, I would say, male figures, but women also. Taking care of family is very important. And I understand. So, but yeah, once you understand that, yes, this is important for you, like how I understood when there were things that were happening in my life and going through a lot of bodily issues, health challenges. And one day when I started to meditation and when everything became so good, peaceful, and that time I understood the importance of meditation, that what it can do to my life, what it does to my life. And I am like now medicine free. That is so, so important. So this is why I felt that not only, I'm helping myself, but also if I do a slight work by telling my life to everyone, the challenge that I faced, it might help someone where they might be bogged down with these medicines or some issues. Anyhow, but yeah, I am very, in this way, I'm very disciplined. Other times, I would also try to take rest. But here, thank you, Abhimanyu for putting this discipline and determination. These are two things that I always work with. Hello, Adi Koresh. Hi, how are you? आप क्या कर रहे हो? पापा को डिस्टर्ब किया आपने? अपने डैडी को डिस्टर्ब किया? कि ध्यान में बैठे आप भी? आपकी पिक्चर देखी थी ध्यान वाली मैंने, आपकी शायद मम्मी की इसमें देखी थी मैंने. So, but wonderful.
he's on his asan.
Oh,
And we are at a very beautiful place today.
oh,
This
Mandir.
uh, this place is like there was a saint, very high renowned saint, and he used to keep silent throughout his life. He used to say only one word, and that
Wow,
was Ram Ram, nothing else.
क्या बात.
And what happened? I'll show you this his feats also. So what happened that because of this, see, he took his own Jivan Samadhi. He left his body with his own wish.
Wow.
स्वेच्छा से
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
ब्रह्म में लीन हो गए.
Wow, that's
So beautiful. This was there.
what is his name? Master.
And
उनका
It's
नाम क्या था?
no name. Just simply people call him by Ram Ram Baba only. Simply. No name, no identity, nothing like that.
Wow.
It was simply just only one identity, and that was Ram. He never spoke even for a single word, and nothing like that was there.
Wonderful. That's great. Thank you, Abhimanyu. Thank you so much. Really wonderful. Thank you for showing us. Thank you so much, Abhimanyu ji. So, Sonal ji, yes. Namaskar.
आत्मवंदन मैम,
Abhimanyu.
आत्मवंदन ऑल मास्टर। थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू। आज तो क्या ऊर्जा है। अभी तक बैठी ही रही थी मैं, मुझे अभी भी तो ऐसा होता है कि मैं बैठी ही रहूं।
Wonderful. That's great.
बहुत
अच्छा है।
अच्छी।
बड़े बैठे रहिए, बट यहाँ
और वैसे भी आज जूसी पिया है ना, तो जैसे मुझे लगता है कि मैं कर पाऊंगी 10 दिन 9 दिन। तो जूस पे तो इच्छा है, अभी माँ जैसे चाहेगी
जब तक
करूंगी, लेकिन
गुड गुड
इच्छा है।
वंडरफुल, दैट्स ग्रेट।
तो आज मैम बैठी ना, तो वैसे ही मुझे जैसे फुल प्रकाश में था, कोई खड़ा है जैसे कि दो हाथ जोड़ के खड़ा है। तो क्या मैं हो सकती हूँ शायद से?
वो तो आपको पता होना चाहिए ना कि आप लेके कौन है। आपने देखा ना, तो आपको पता
हाँ
होगा।
देखा नहीं, वो नहीं पता है। पर फिर बाद में क्या हुआ, एक दीपक के जैसे लो बीच में लो प्रकाश में, और फिर ऐसे जैसे दीपक नहीं है वैसे, और फिर नीचे झाड़ की तरह वो ऐसा दिखा।
वेरी नाइस।
और आपने बोला ना माता काली और माँ पार्वती, उससे पहले ही मुझे लगा कि कोई एनर्जी पूरी प्रकाश में थी, एनर्जी गोल्डन प्रकाश में, जैसे ऐसे स्त्री की जैसे शेप आ रही है, जैसे ऐसे लगा था मुझे।
वैसे ही थी।
बाद में
Very nice.
आपने बोला ना, तो मुझे पता था कि हाँ बराबर है, माता भी आ रही, माँ आ रही है,
Yes, आ चुकी थी वो यही।
माँ जगदम्बा।
Yes, she showed her presence like this, all in front, and और
Right.
जैसे ही मैंने पूछा कि माँ क्या मैसेज है, तन शुद्धि मन शुद्धि, फटाक से।
Right.
बहुत अमेजिंग मैसेज था। एंड यस, इट माइट बी फॉर समवन, क्योंकि मैं तो नहा धो के बैठी हूँ।
अभी
हाँ, मैं शाम को भी नहाई।
वाह,
टाइम तो पूजा करने से पहले,
नहीं बराबर।
navratris are highly energetic, and not only energetic but keeping up with your the spiritual work also. So I don't perform in rituals, but I do just keep myself with this energy, in that same feeling, with that same emotion, purity.
अभी
So
भी नहाते हैं, तो मुझे भी अच्छा लगा कि आपकी अच्छी बात है, शाम को भी नहाना चाहिए।
मत पूछिए, वो तो बात मत पूछिए। मुझे जहां जरा कुछ लगेगा, एंड आई विल बी
नहाने चले जाते हो। ये तो अभी अच्छी बात है, पर मुझे अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू।
So thank you
शाम
so
को भी
much.
नहाना चाहिए।
Yes. So thank you, Sonal ji. Anybody else? Sheelam ji, you have your video on, so I can ask you, and then we can end the session, masters. Yes, Sheelam ji.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It was a wonderful start of the Navratri.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way you explain everything. It was
Thank
very
you.
nice,
Thank
Madhuji.
you so much. Yes. Thank you, Sheelam ji. Wonderful that you also joined. And thank you to everyone who joined. It's really beautiful and energetic days that we should associate ourselves, and also understanding that we are full of energy, like we are energy beings also, but understanding that we have a lot of power within us. So never forget that you are powerful. Always remember that I'm a powerful, happy, healthy, vibrant soul. And start your day with these affirmations every day, right? So, Sheelam ji, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sure. Sonal ji, anything else? Nahi na? Okay.
दर्शन हो रहा था,
Pardon?
आपने देखा?
Yeah?
अभिमन्यु जी आपको माता जी का दर्शन करवा रहे थे,
हाँ, वो मैंने हाथ जोड़ा था,
और
मैंने
दीपक,
वाओ
हाँ
बोला, और मैंने ऐसे
दीपक,
किया बिना बोलता।
दीपक भी बहुत लो, उसकी बॉडी हो गई थी बड़ी।
Yes, yes, I saw that. पहले हाथ जोड़ा।
वही दिख बोल रही थी, और कुछ नहीं। थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Anyone wishes
और
to?
नवरात्रि की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं
Yes.
हर एक को,
Happy
सबको।
New Year.
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर, हैप्पी
Happy
नवरात्रि।
Nav Varsh to everyone, and Happy Navratri, Happy Ugadi,
गुड़ी पड़वा,
also Gudi Padwa. So
गुड़ी पड़वा।
Yeah, celebrate these
महाराष्ट्रियनों का
festivals.
होता है गुड़ी पड़वा.
Sonal ji, let me speak. मैं बोल नहीं पाऊंगी नहीं तो.
Sorry.
नहीं, no, sorry. But thank you so much, everyone. And so may we all celebrate these festivals with our family and friends. And also remember that you are a powerful soul, powerful being. And we all need to be of pure mind and pure body, pure soul. We are all pure souls. But the thing is, we also need to associate ourselves with pure energy, with good things. So take care, masters. Stay blessed, stay happy, and do your bit for this world. Why you have came here, why you have incarnated. It's very important to understand that when you associate yourself with good things and doing good to others, you also associate yourself with good karma. So take care, masters, and may we all be happy, healthy, and vibrant. May we meditate daily, morning and evening, with our individual self as well as with the group energy, and also teach meditation to everyone, awaken everyone, and do your much needed inner work every day, masters. So thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow with the second day of Navratri. Thank you, everyone. So take care. I'll meet you tomorrow. Thank you.